Alright, in this video, we're going to learn the structure of the basic prompt. The basic prompt consists of two elements. First, we have the goal of the task. And this is the main goal of your task. For example, if you want to create an article about how to learn a programming language, for example, that will be the goal of your task. Create an article on how to learn a programming language. That's the goal of your task. Well, that's the first element of the basic prompt. And the second element is extra information. This can be a role, constraints, and so on. Basically, the extra information that we give are part of what we're going to learn in prompt engineering. So for example, there is a prompt engineering technique called role prompting, and well, that is the extra information that we will add if we use this prompt engineering technique. Also, well, there is constraints to set some limitations to the tasks that we're given, and there are more other things that we're going to learn later on this course. And now let's create a basic prompt and let's compare what happens if we only give the goal of the task and what happens if we give the goal of the task plus extra information. So now let's go to ChatGPT and let's make a comparison. So first, I have this prompt, and this is only a prompt with the goal of the task. So here my goal is to write a 500-word article on how to learn a programming language. So if I press enter, now I'm going to get a very generic prompt because there are not so many details about what this article should be about. The main goal is to be about learning a programming language, but it doesn't tell ChatGPT who is going to read this article, so what's the target audience. It doesn't tell ChatGPT other key details that will help improve this 500-word article. So we can say that this is an incomplete prompt. So now let's create another prompt that has not only the goal, but also some extra information. And here is the second prompt. So in this prompt, I'm telling ChatGPT to act as a blogger. So this is going to be some kind of role. We're going to see this in much more detail later. And then besides the goal, which is this, I'm adding extra information. So I'm saying, considering that readers have no knowledge of coding. So now this is going to be more customized to my target audience. So my target audience are people that have no knowledge of coding. So this is going to be a much better article. So now I press enter. All right, and as you can see, we got a much better article, and this article is tailored to people that have no knowledge of coding. Okay, now let's continue with the second example. In this case, we're going to use this prompt, and this is a simple prompt that helps us correct a sentence in English. So this is the prompt: correct this sentence. So this is my goal in this task. I just want to get my sentence corrected, and well, I press enter, and as you can see, ChatGPT is going to give me a correction, and that's great. But now if I give more information in this prompt and I add a role and constraints, we're going to get a much better response. So in this case, I have a prompt that has the same goal as the previous prompt. So the goal of this prompt is to correct the sentence, but I'm giving a role, act as a language tutor, and also I'm saying that the formality of the correction should be neutral. And also I'm giving some extra information. So you need to provide an explanation to the correction provided and give examples. So I'm giving some extra information so I get what I want in the response. And well, I press enter, and then I'm going to give the sentence that I want to correct. So here's the sentence. All right, ChatGPT just finished with this prompt, and as you can see, we got the correction as in the previous prompt. But here we also got the explanation and also examples. So as you can see, by giving extra information, we can get a much better response, and the response is going to be customized to our needs. And that's the whole idea of prompt engineering, creating better prompts to get better responses. And we're going to learn many prompt engineering techniques in the next lectures.